Welcome to Like Online today. Now let us look at this exponential equation. It shows that if, now in bracket, now the cube root of 2 all raised to the power of 2 minus x equals 2 raised to the power of x raised to the power of 2. Now solve for x. Alright, so now considering the two sides of the equation, here we have a base, a radical, okay, and here we just have just a normal number. So let's make both of the equations have the same base. Now let's take note that if you have the square root of x, this is something as saying x raised to the power 1 over 2, right? So if this is nth root of x, this is something as saying x raised to the power 1 over what? N. So here we have 3 as represented as what? N. So it means whatever is in parentheses here will give us 2 raised to the power of 1 all over 3. Take note, all raised to the power of 2 minus x then equals 2 raised to the power of what? X raised to the power of what? 2. Let's also recall that if you have a raised to the power of m, r raised to the power of n, we can actually multiply this exponent, giving us what? A raised to the power of what? M n. Now if you apply that here, let me just resolve that here. That will be 1 all over 3 times 2 minus 3. This is something I just saying, this is all over 1. So 1 multiplied by 2 minus x will give us 2 minus x. Then 3 times 1 will give us what? 3. So the whole of this will give us what? 2 raised to the power of 2 minus x all over 3. Then equals 2 raised to the power of what? X raised to the power of what? 2. Now since we have the same base, now we can equate the exponent, which means 2 minus x all over 3 equals x raised to the power of what? 2. Take note, x raised to the power of 2 is the same thing as x all over what? X raised to the power of 2 all over 1. So let us multiply or cross multiply rather. 1 we multiply through with all the numerator here, giving us 2 minus x. Then equals 3 multiplies through by x raised to the power of 2 give us what? 3x raised to the power of what? 2. So at this point now, I want to take the whole of this term on the left hand side to the right hand side and equate everything to 0. So which means 2 moving here will give us negative. Negative x moving over here give us a positive. So here we have 0, then equals 3x squared, okay, then plus x minus 2. So I want to rearrange this. This can be also written as what? 3x squared now plus x minus 2 equals what? 0. Alright, so we can see that this is factorizable. So here we have 3x squared plus x minus 2 equals what? 0. So if we want to factorize this now, we'll just need to take the leading coefficient here, which is 3, multiplied by the constant, giving us what? Negative 6. So what are those two terms that when you multiply to give you negative 6 and you add them to give you 1? So I'm sure that should give us plus 3 and minus 2. So we'll replace those terms here for plus x here. So here you have 3x squared now plus 3x minus 2x minus 2 equals what? 0. Now you can see that 3x minus 2x will actually give us what? X. Okay, so we have to collect what? We have to factor out. So the factor between 3x squared and 3x will give us what? That is 3x. So factor out 3x, we have 3x. Then when this divided by this, we are left with what? X. Then plus 3x divided by this will give us what? 1. Now, factoring out 2 here, we have minus, then 2. When we factor out that will be 2x divided by 2, we are left with what? X. Now take note of this minus, okay? Minus 2 divided by minus 2 give us what? Plus 1. Then equals what? 0. I see we have the same term here. So when you factor out x plus 1, we have x plus 1, then into 3x minus 2 equals what? 0. So what we just need to do now is to equate it of the term to 0, since their product will give us what? 0. So here we have x plus 1 equals 0, and 3x minus 2 equals 0. From here, x will give us -1, and for here, just add 2 to both sides first. 3x, adding 2 to both sides. Let me just do it. Plus 2, then equals to plus 2 should give us 3x, then equals 2, dividing both sides by 3. Then x here equals what? 2 all over 3, because 3 cancel 3. So the two terms, the two solutions for x that satisfies this equation is -1 and 2 all over 3. Don't fail to share this video with others. Thank you and God bless you. Bye bye.